Welcome to a noble society of young urban entrepreneurs sharing knowledge and building wealth. Welcome to the League of Hustlers.
The hustle is in your bones. It runs through your veins. It's that ambition to do more, become more. You can feel it. You know you have what it takes. You know you can build a life you've been dreaming of. It's time you live up to your potential. Welcome to the League of Hustlers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of the League of Hustlers. You already know what it is. Podcast for the heavy hitters and the gold getters. I'm your co-host, CD Barnes.
And I'm H to the T. What's happening?
And we are the League of Hustlers. Thank you for joining us today. Got another amazing episode for you guys. This is going to be a fun one. You know, real good conversation kicking off here. But before we even get into all of that, we want to do something new here. We want to give a salute, a hustler's salute, an honorable mention. All right, with each episode. With this one right here, man, we got to do Robert Kiyosaki, man.
Big shout out.
Gotta do a shout out, hustler salute to Robert Kiyosaki. Actually, we just finished consuming some of his content. Actually, just watching one of the videos and like his conversation about the state of the economy and actually being successful in the middle of a depression and just all of that, man. It's like that is a real hustler's mentality. I mean, he even made some statements like, look, I actually made the most money in my life, you know, in 2008 during the economic downturn. And even in the middle of this situation, he's putting himself in that same scenario again, to be prosperous in the middle of an economic catastrophe.
Right.
Shout out to Mr. Kiyosaki, man. That's beautiful. Keeping that hustler's mind frame and just getting to it. You know?
Yeah, man. Big, huge shout out, bro. And one thing that I really appreciate, and the reason I want to salute him, is for the Rich Dad Quadrant, right? And just breaking it down so simple. Like, if you don't know what the Rich Dad Quadrant is, look it up. Rich Dad Quadrant. You spell quadrant, Quadrant. But it breaks down the differences between an employee, being self-employed, being a business owner, and being an investor, right? Which is like critical to understanding wealth and moving up through the ranks and building generational wealth. So definitely check that out. A huge big shout out, a hustler salute to Robert Kiyosaki. Like CD said, this is something new that we're going to do. Just give a shout out, man, to, you know, give people roses while they're still alive, man. And, you know, of course, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it you know, changed so many lives and, you know, gave so much insight into generational wealth and just building wealth in general that, you know, you got to tip your hat to the guy, Robert Kiyosaki. Next, we want to say a big thank you to the listeners, to you, each and every one of you. Like, y'all don't understand. We're at thousands and thousands of listens and downloads, or however you want to call it. And the interaction is great. So we just want to say thank you, right? From the bottom of our heart. Like, you know, this is what we're here for. We're here to provide value in your life. So thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. And if you're watching right now or listening, whatever platform you're on, go ahead and take a minute, like, share, subscribe, comment, send us an email, give us some feedback. All right, just so we know you're there. And that way, you know, we can stay and connect. We can stay in touch with, you know, the new episodes that are dropping. And also we got some great stuff coming up, man. We're just trying to continuously get better and make improvements to the show, bring more information and better content. So definitely We're looking forward to that engagement. Hit us up, like, share, subscribe. Hit us up, email. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and merch. We have merch at heatgoods.com. Check the show
You see
notes, check the
it.
description.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
like
a clean shirt, bro.
hey, you know how it goes, man.
It's a clean
Hustle,
shirt,
endure,
bro.
triumph.
Says it all. It
Appreciate
says
it.
it all, man. It says it all. It says it
Right.
all. Hustle, endure, triumph. Just like that.
Commit to the hustle.
You
Endure
basically.
until the end. Triumph against all odds. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's what we're about. And this is a fun episode.
Right.
Like CD was saying, you want to go ahead and kick it off, man. Go
Hey,
ahead
we're
and
gonna have some fun with this one, man. This one is like we're gonna title this one "How to Spend Bill Gates Money."
uh,
Think about that. Bill Gates money. You hear that a lot, but I actually just looked it up and it's debatable. I saw it was 99.7, 107.1, 105.2. It really doesn't matter from my perspective because what they're talking about with those numbers is billions of dollars. All right. They're talking about
a
Bill
B.
Gates net worth. All right. So we're just going to call him 100 billion bill. All right. $100 bill, man. It's like, come on, man. $100 billion. So this episode, we just kind of want to play with that, man. Just have a little bit of fun with it. Like, how would you spend Bill Gates money? What would you do? $100 billion? Would you stop even working or stop not working, but creating or innovating or
Wow.
are you just like chilling? What are you doing on your day to day with $100 billion? Because most
Hmm.
people in the mind state we're in now, a lot of people are just looking forward to retire. They're like, hey man, I get, X amount of dollars and I'm done. They just want to kind of live the rest of their life. You know, $100 billion, how do you spend it? What's your
a
data
hundred billion dollars.
doing? Like you you probably can't spend it actually, you know what I mean? It puts me in the mind frame of Brewster's Millions. Richard Pryor gets out there, he gets all this money and he has to spend it all in a certain amount of time without acquiring any assets is the trick. But it's like, how do
That's
you spend
crazy.
that type of money without like, but yeah, just that. What do you do? You know what I mean? What you got, H? What would you do, bruh? A
Dude,
hundred
100 billion with a B
billion.
dollars. 100 billion. Dude, I'm not working. I'm sorry to say, but I'm not working.
No one
I'm
else,
not.
you know?
I promise you, I'm not working. Number one, I am not working. I refuse.
Not a
Right, but huh?
At least not a 9 to 5 style.
Right. Definitely not a 9 to 5 style, but any type of. I'm definitely probably playing with a bunch of stuff, right? Like weird projects, like experiments, like
Ah,
I don't know, just inventions, like just all types of stuff. Like, bro,
Hey,
$100 billion. That's crazy. Like, what do you
hey,
do?
for real though? Like, how, like they just came out with the video, from the Pentagon and the government. They're like, yeah, we now these UFOs out there. Like,
Right.
hey, you got $100 billion, man. That might be me sliding through your city in a UFO. That's me playing around. I done came up, invented some zero gravity. I got some
True.
scientists at the house, you
That's what
know,
I'm saying.
basement
That's what I'm
working
saying.
24 hours a day, just coming up with craziness, man. $100 billion,
Crazy.
you can probably get you a customized UFO, man. I'm saying.
uh,
You can, you can
Louis
hire,
Vuitton
yeah,
UFO.
you can hire a team of scientists, hide them in your basement. You know what I mean? Pull in them resources.
We'd be out here with a red bottom UFO.
Right. Music blast.
What's up? You pull up. What's up? What's happening?
Man,
But yeah, like I would definitely do like research and invent stuff. Like just try different stuff out. It
right.
definitely wouldn't work. Definitely wouldn't be one of those type of people like, well, I just still gotta work. I gotta do something. Like, no. Um, but yeah, I mean, at that level of money, it's like, you know, just take care of yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They-
do each and every single thing that you wanted to do. You know what I mean? That you ever wanted to do. I would design, I'd probably like build my own car or something like that. Definitely tons of real estate, of
Right.
course, like the flyers. I'm copping islands. I'm building estates. I'm building resorts. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm building communities.
Whatever you think of, right? Like,
Right.
yeah. I mean, you could do some major charitable type work too. You know what I mean? Like, you can actually do some serious, you can make a serious impact in whatever industry you decided to in terms of
Right.
like charitable contributions. Um, I mean,
For
I know
sure.
some stuff still takes a lot of time and research, man, but that right there could fund like tons of research, like you were just talking about research. But yeah,
Yeah.
that I would be more concerned about like estate planning and like, you know what I mean, continuity. Like even after I pass, like how do I would be concerned about that, man. Like if you got kids and stuff, I'm
You
like, look,
can't give that to your kids, bro.
I would give it to them, but they're gonna have access to some of these resources. So it's like
True.
I would spend a lot of time trying to make sure that they're in the right mind and you know what I mean, have the mental capacity and are mature enough to actually like not ruin their lives. You know what I mean? With that type of access
There
to
you
that
go.
type of money, power, and resources, man. Because a lot of people, you see it, man. You give some people $10,000, and they'll throw their whole life down the drain, man.
Go crazy.
Basically,
Yeah, we
get
we
somebody
talked about this before, right? We
right.
talked about but we never talked about it on that level, like $100 billion level.
Billion?
Um, but we talked about it on, like pretty wealthy type, millions of dollars type of level. And in terms of legacy, like I'm going to make my kids jump through hoops to get it.
Right,
Like you,
right.
you got to jump through hoops. You got to go and get clearance. Like whenever you want money or need money for something, right? You got this bright idea and you want to start a business or you want to do something, you want to do this, do that. I'm going to make them have to go through different checkpoints. They're going to have to go and meet with, a series of people, and they're going to vet your idea, whatever it is, or they're going to vet your purchase. And if they don't sign off on it, if the majority doesn't sign off, I don't know. I'm just spitballing
Yeah,
here,
with
but
you.
you
Draft.
can't just give it to right. You can't just give it to a kid though, because me, like if you had gave me, you know, $100,000 at 21 years old, dude, like, bro,
What?
like you
What?
just can't give people that kind of money.
Right, not without the proper training, man. Like, not without the proper training. There's
Not
a
without.
quote somebody has out there, and they say if you take all the money in the world and divide it up equally among everybody, it will soon be back in the hands of where it started off at anyway. That would be one of my main concerns. Is like just making sure that it's able to be maintained. Make sure you maintain it. There's no reason you should ever be going broke. You know what I mean? Like your family, your organization, like you guys should be able to survive essentially
True.
forever. You know what I mean? And there's no reason you should fumble that play. at any point in time.
Along those lines, what would you invest in? So
Bro,
we talked about the
what
splurge, like right. We talked about the play money. What would you invest in for estate planning?
estate, man, that's crazy. Like with that type of money, man, I would be trying to like build a Wakanda, dog. Like for real, for real. Like, yeah.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
Like, yo, I'm trying to build
Be
a
bopping around.
I mean, but really, I mean, just like, I mean, with that type of cash flow, though, you can really make a sustainable economy of your own. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's what I would be trying to like look at. Like, okay, how do I now make some sustainable living scenario,
Right.
economy? Like another honorable mention, though, while we doing this hustler salute thing, like I see it from time to time on social media.
What's that?
Akon, man.
Yeah.
Akon is actually doing stuff like that, like real low key though. Like I don't know the details behind it, but I see it pop up from time to time. Like, oh, Akon just, you know,
Right.
provide electricity for, however many cities, or I don't know, man. He's doing something now. I see it online all the time. But either way,
Same.
just stuff like that, man. It's like and putting other people on too. It's no fun.
That's a
You know
key
what I mean?
too.
It's no fun if you're the only one out here getting to it. So it's like putting other people on,
Fact.
teaching other people how to put themselves in proper scenarios where they can be self-sustainable, independent, not necessarily having to rely on a job and it's enough
Right.
resources out here for everybody to essentially live well,
Mhm.
but it's the neglect and mismanagement is where people fumble the play.
Right.
What would I invest in was how that all started off. Wakanda forever. You know what I mean?
Wakanda
But,
forever.
yeah, I don't know. Gold, oil,
You said gold.
yeah, gold, oil, diamonds,
Yeah.
land, like natural resources, man. Imagine owning a country where or not owning a country, but being a key stakeholder, you know what I mean? In land, and you have basically like natural resources on your land. Gold. Like, bro, you got diamond mines on your land. That's amazing stuff.
Right. Yeah, man.
Probably,
That's
you get on that level though, you probably gonna need to invest in the army too, because
army. That's
people get
real.
at you about them diamond mines. They gonna want to come see. Yeah, you're gonna have
It comes
to
with the territory.
comes with the territory, man. Gotta
Yeah.
be ready.
Man, I like that idea of like I mean, I forget the number, but they say some or a lot of billionaires are like worth more than some small countries
Right.
GDP, like gross domestic product number.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
100 billion.
100 billion. That's crazy though. Like I don't think you could even like really fully like understand what 100 billion means. Like, first off, do you understand what 1 million is? Like, we can understand what $1 million is nowadays, right? Right. You buy two Lamborghinis, brand new, and it's gone.
Spent.
Gone. But when you start talking about, $100 million, then it's like, oh, okay.
Right. How many
It starts. There you go. It starts getting a little, vague. But when you say even 1 billion, like 1 billion is 1,000 millions. Like, let that sink in. And so you're talking 100 billion. That's bananas. It's bananas. It's nuts.
Nuts,
Like,
bro.
bro,
Nuts.
you wake up like this dude literally. Not, we're not. We're this is just Bill Gates. We're not even talking like, Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean?
Who's
Or
the That's Bill Gates is right up under him, if I think.
yeah, you're right,
So
right. But this dude literally wakes up and knows. Like, could you imagine waking up knowing that you're worth $100 billion? Like, what type of, like, what's going on in your head? Like,
like on
hmm,
the bro, the way it seems like though is like it's not even that big of a deal. You know what I
right,
mean? Because to them in that position, it probably was a slow. It's like gaining weight. You know what I mean? Like you don't. That's just like one day you wake up and you're like, man, I done put on all this weight. You know what I mean? But over time, you didn't necessarily see the weight gain.
right,
It's a slow crawl, and I mean, I'm sure, initially they probably before you even get to 100 billion, I'm sure like somewhere in the early millions, probably
mm-hmm, of
wilded out a little bit, had some fun, balled out. But at
course,
some point in time, if you can live through all of that wilding out you just did, then I would imagine you mature a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I have everything I want. I have everything I need. My family is straight. And now it's just about, you know, maintenance, giving back, staying productive, staying healthy, and just living, you know what I mean? Being happy, living a healthy, happy type lifestyle,
that's
you
right.
know? Just,
That's a
it's,
key.
you know, it's nothing to
um,
it.
right.
Wake up, make the bed, brush your teeth, you know what I mean?
And I would say that it was probably a long, treacherous road. And the other thing is that it's not like, well, I mean, it's probably definitely a substantial amount sitting in a bank somewhere. But, this is like the net worth, right? A lot of this is tied up in stock. A lot of this is tied up in just ownership, right? Just ownership of companies. You know what I'm saying? So um I guess it is that kind of puts it in perspective, but yet and still, it's like very accessible. It's nothing to be able to go and say, hey, let me, sell a certain amount of shares, and then, immediately, bam, you have a bunch of cash sitting in your account, But that's fun, man. That's fun to just dream a little bit. I'm definitely building like a country though, like or a city, definitely a city, and my city would be like an entrepreneur's dream. Like you come here and everything is like based around you being successful and being able to um do what you love to do in a really free and open type of society where it's just like, yo, you ain't got to pay for certain things, right? As long as you're producing, like just come here and produce and just focus on making the best possible product that you can. Matter
Mm.
of fact, you don't have to pay for water, no utility bills. We're gonna run off of solar, no energy bills, so you can really focus on creating like a great product or service, whatever it is. And then, you can venture out into the world. But you got to give me a little piece of that company. Shared ownership. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. 5%, something like that.
I mean, you got to pay taxes, man. It's a small percentage of, the resources that your local government provides to you.
Right.
You know, you got to pay to take care of the goose that lays the golden eggs. You
Right.
know, that's what my man Jim Rohn always throw out there.
Say that again.
You got to pay the maintenance to take care of the goose that lays the golden eggs. All right.
One more time.
Look, it's best you take care of that goose that's laying the golden eggs. All right. Pay your
That's
taxes, man. Small stuff, man. You out here, you can make all this cash. You're able to get to it. It's accessible to you. Hey, man, gotta pay. Pay to take care of the goose, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's funny you say that, because and right along what we're talking about, like just thinking of how to spend Bill Gates money, right? How to spend Bill Gates level money
Right.
is I had one of my workers came to me complaining about his tax bill. He's like, "Yeah, man, I gotta pay like $3,000 in taxes," you know, and I'm like, but mind you, he's like always like, yeah, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be a millionaire. Like, yeah, we going, blah, 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 whoop de whoop, 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 millionaire, right? But he's coming complaining about $3,000 in taxes. And I
Right.
said, first and foremost, bro,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said, you gotta pay to play, right?
Yeah.
That golden egg, you gotta take care of that goose. If you
Yeah.
wanted to keep laying golden eggs, you got to take care of it. So number one, you need to know what you're into. You need to know how your money is moving. You need to know about your tax mitigation and your deductions and blah, blah, blah. Like, you got to do your own research. Number two, how you going to be a millionaire when you tripping off of paying $3,000? Do you know how much you have to pay in taxes on $1,000,000, bro?
Seriously,
Oh,
man.
and you
Serious.
complaining about three bands?
Grand. That ain't nothing, man.
Get
But
your
it's
mind
that
right.
mind state. Yeah, it's that mind
Go.
state, man. Seriously. It's a mind thing. So you go ahead and prepare yourself mentally, man.
Right.
But yeah, let's get into the challenge. Let's
Cool.
get into the challenge, man.
Every episode, we like to give you actionable steps, right? To challenge you to think different, to do different, to be different, to hit the next level. So we call it the low challenge, right? So you ready? Ready for the challenge?
Challenge.
Let's get it. What's the challenge, CD?
The challenge is to dream big. Dream big, all right? Don't be afraid to dream big. Act like you got that 100 billion today, right now. What would you do? You know what I mean? Use your imagination for a minute. Think outside of the box. Get outside of that limitation. What would you do?
Right.
What do you want? What do you really want? What do you really want to do? You got it. Just pretend for a moment. Write it down. I mean, you
Simple.
get as wild with it as you want. You want a roller coaster in your backyard? You want to buy a theme park? You want to build a brand new Hollywood? You want to take over an industry? You want to
Simple.
buy some gold mines or some diamond mines somewhere?
Simple.
Just what is it you want to do? What is it that you really want to do? And then after you make that list, I want you to make another list. This is a bonus one right here. I want you to write down what's keeping you from getting all the things on the first list.
Wow.
Write that down. Write
Wow.
that down. I'm interested to know what's on that second list. All right, but that's the challenge. Dream big. Write down your desires, some stuff you really want. Share it. Share it with the team. Share it with the crew. Share it with the League of Hustlers. All right. And then make that bonus list, the second list, and just kind of jot down what's keeping you from that. And really take note of what's on there. Because I'm going to guess it ain't really nothing worth anything on there. And nothing keeping you back. You probably going to come up with some sorry excuses, is what I'm guessing. And if you got some good ones, shoot them back. I want to know what they are. I'm just interested,
man.
you know, because if them hurdles we can get through together. We can get through
That's
those,
right.
you know. That's what the league is about.
That's right. And that's real. And right along those lines, connect with us. Connect with us, right? We have the YouTube channel, right? So we were doing like this weird little app web app that was automatically publishing the episodes, the audio version of the episode. But what we're switching to now is doing the video version. So definitely connect with us on YouTube. You'll also see like a ton of old videos, but what we noticed, like with the old videos, is that they weren't getting views, right? Because of the YouTube algorithm. Like it knows that it's not people in the video, right? And it knows that it's this automated process that was posting the video. So you'll still be able to find, if your platform of choice is YouTube, you'll still be able to find tons, all the other episodes on there. So from here on out, though, we're going to be recording the episode. So make sure you connect with us on there. Leave a comment. Make sure you share it. Make sure you like it. Make sure you rate it. Whatever platform you own, definitely connect with us. Follow us on Instagram, okay? League_of_hustlers. And definitely connect with us on Facebook, right? We have the Facebook page and we have the Facebook group, okay? So connect with us there. And we're here for you, right? We're here to do this together, man. This is what this is about. This is the league. The league wouldn't be the league without you, each and every one of you. So we appreciate you. We thank you. If you have any questions, any concerns, hit us up. questions@leagueofhustlers.com. Let us know how we can help.
All right. And with that, we out.
League of Hustlers.